Children often like to play in dirt and muddy waters, and most time they hide their treasures inside of it. That's how God likes to hide us sometimes in dirty and muddy situation. The story of Joseph is an example of it.
Personally, I really do like the story of Joseph, the waiting story of Joseph. I think it's something we should look into. Joseph was this man who had a dream, who saw himself becoming a great star, and his brothers bowing to him. And as a result of that, he gets betrayed and disappointed, and he's sold into Potiphar's house. Getting into Potiphar's house, one thing led to another, and he landed in the prison. Now he's in prison and he interprets the dream for his friends. And he tells them, when you come out, please do not forget me. Get me out of this situation. The Bible records it to us that, and his friends forgot him. I don't think that it was intentional. Like, they would always, someone did something for you, put it in mind like that man was the one who, but the friend forgot him. I want to think that was God. Let me tell you what the Joseph of today would do. If those friends had found a way, maybe looked for every connection possibly to get Joseph out of that prison, the first thing Joseph would have wanted to do was to get out of that town. Yes, he would say, please, I just want to start afresh. Let me maybe go back home. Let me go back to my family, or let me look for somewhere to start because I can't be here. Nothing good will come out of me. Everybody now knows me as an ex-convict. That is what many of us do. Many of us will say, they know me already like a prostitute. They know me already as this. They know me already as that. I can't start over. Let me just look for a fresh place and start all over, thereby also delaying another waiting period. God saw it and God was like, no, let me keep this man in this place. The place may look like a mess, but it's God trying to keep you there. The place may look like a bondage. He's just trying to hide you there. There are some situations God is using to hide us. He's using to keep us there. He said, let me just keep Joseph for a more couple of years there. Because if I bring him out, he will get out of this land. Not knowing this is the land I intend to make him a star. That situation you think is a mess, God is trying to use it to just hide you there. That delay, God is trying to use it to hide you there. Because he knows that if he allows you to get your chances now, you may make a mess. You may fall into a bigger temptation that you are not capable of. Maybe you're having that delay in that admission, or you had that extension in school, and you're thinking that, how did I, and you're like, I just have one time, but that's not even a core course. But why am I still stuck here? It's just God trying to use it to hide you there. He's trying to use it to keep you there. It's God. He knows what he's doing. He's the one who has seen the end of the issue. He knows what he's trying to just use that situation to hide you there. Satan thinks he's got you stuck, but no, I'm hiding you. I'm preserving you because I don't want to release you yet. I've had situations where I expect God to come through for me, and I'm like, God, why are you not coming through? But I've always realized that when he comes through, it's always the right time. There was a time where I was really asking God for something, and he didn't bring it. Rather, he kept me there. I never knew that the reason he was making me wait there was not even for the miracle I was expecting. God was making me wait for something I was going to expect in the next 3-4 years. Like, he knew that maybe if he allowed me to start waiting at that period, I'll be waiting frustratively. And so he kept me to wait now. God can keep us to wait pre-advance of our miracle. That's what God can do. Allow him do his thing. Not all mercies are actually meant to mess you up. Some mercies are just dead to disguise. It's a God disguised way to keep you, to hide you, so that you don't sabotage your blessing. Joseph would have sabotaged his blessing if he had come out from that prison too early, because he would have run away. He would have looked for a way to get out of that position. He would have started looking for maybe another servant job, or another head of a servant, head of a priest, head of something else to do, Another thing is, people could have taken advantage of it. Imagine that man came out and he remembered Joseph. He started narrating the story of, there is someone who can interpret dreams. So rich men would have come to get him out for themselves. He would be working for them. Because we live in a world where people want to use people. You understand? Like, people will want to take him for their own benefit. And then he would not have been in the place where the king would see him. Maybe when the king is looking for a miracle, the person will come and say, I have someone that would interpret him. Because he has bought Joseph, he would have closed the mouth of Joseph. You see, sometimes God do not want us to sabotage the blessing that he has for us. So he keeps us. He just hides us somewhere. You see, because if I release you, you will sabotage the miracle. So there are many scenarios, many reasons. We never know. We never know what God's plan is until we have arrived at that, that place of the blessing. And we turn back when we realize that this was what God was trying to do. And it's amazing. It's just so amazing. The waiting period can be hard. The waiting period can be, frustrating. But if you wait with God and in God, aligning yourself with God, trust me, when God finally wants to come, it's not just going to come small, it's going to come big. Bigger, greater than you could ever think, imagine, or ask. God bless you in Jesus' name.